Hey everybody, Vin here. Today we're going to talk about your steering wheel settings in the relation to this game. First off, you need to know that most of your steering wheels, I run a T300, but with the exception of the T80, most of the steering wheels out there are 900 to 1080 degrees, some even more, which means, at 1080 from the center point, you're turning 2 turns left or right before it hits the end. That'd be a full turn. Okay, so, and depending on the car, a lot of games automatically adjust depending on the car to only turn 900. Sometimes 780, whatever. NASCAR, on the other hand, I don't know what the actual degree is, but this wheel, just from the get-go on this game, my wheel only turns 1/2 a turn, meaning that my center point on the top, when I turn it all the way to the left, there, you hear it bang out at 1/2 a turn. So that's, maybe 400 degrees or 220, something like that. So here's what I'm getting at. A lot of you guys, okay, let's start off with dead zone. Now, I've heard a lot of you, oops, wrong button. All right. Okay, so the dead zone is really important if you're listening to me. So if you have no dead zone and you go down and test your sensitivity, any little movement to the wheel moves those front tires. That's going to make you loose, and it's going to make you can't correct back. So when you're coming out of the turns on these ovals, you have to start turning right before you even get out of the turn. And so if you have no dead zone, man, your wheel is just on rails. Okay, and if you combine that with the steering range, okay, so let's see, if I'm right now, if that's 400 and I'm at 380 right there already, and you get this down here, man, okay, and let's take the dead zone down. And I know some people have told me this is their setup right here, and I'm like, oh my god, no wonder you can't stay straight coming out of the turn, or even you can't even stay straight on Daytona, because every time you move the wheel, look at that, I can't even, that's not even, I'm already maxed out, and I'm not even turning it a third, an eighth, about a fifth maybe. It's barely turning. That's ridiculous. That you have no control. You're so loose out of that, you can't correct or steer back. It's just, that's not optimal. This is optimal. You gotta have one click of dead zone, maybe two. I just go with one. Steering range, take that baby all the way up, man. That's your best option. Let's test the sensitivity now. So now, look at that. Right now, right here before was maxed out all the way. Okay, that's maxed out. Now I have to take it all the way down here to max out. You're never gonna need that much turning on an oval or even a road course. Okay, that's your wheel turning all the way. So if you have your range down and you're cranking your wheels all the way left to the right with that much of a turn, okay, you're out of control. You're just not going to be smooth at all, even on the straight. And I see it all the time. The guy's on the straight and he's just wobbling back and forth, and that's because he's just barely moving the wheel. He's just barely touching it. So if you want to be smooth and super clean and more accurate coming into the turn and faster, especially on road courses, especially on ovals, all of them, this is what you need to have right here. Just like I got it set up right there. Steering dead zone up one click, range all the way up, sensitivity. Okay, let's go down here. We can go like this. For your range there, your sensitivity down, those are down 3 clicks or 4. 1, 2, 3. Those are down 4 clicks. Okay, let's test the sensitivity on that. It's the same thing. If you have too much, you can't even touch the throttle if you're coming off and you're going to be spinning around. And the same thing with the brake. If it's too much, man, you can't touch it without locking up. See what I mean? You got to have a little play, a little room over here. So anyway, this is Vintimidator. Y'all know me. I'm serious about this. I'm just trying to help everybody out. And if you use, this is the setups I use. This is the settings I use for my wheel for the setups that I put on YouTube. I'm sure there's maybe some of you that have a similar setup to the wheel that I do that get a good experience with those setups. But if you want to use my setups for their optimal use, this is how it's done, because all your setups are in direct relation to this right here. I mean, this is just as important as the car settings, for real. And also, this is really going to help you out if you're doing presets in those lobbies. This is really crucial, because on presets, man, if you have your range and your dead zone down, geez, you're just going to be spinning out all the time. It's crazy. So anyway, this is Vintimidator. I hope this helps some of you. This is the way I've been doing it for years and years. So that's it. Peace out.